In the bustling city of Everwood, there was a famous supermarket called City Mart. It was known not only for its wide variety of goods, but also for its exciting, unexpected events. Every Saturday, the supermarket held a special event that kept everyone on their toes. But one Saturday was different. It was the day of the great supermarket race. The race was announced early in the morning through the loudspeakers. Attention, shoppers! Today we're holding the first ever supermarket race. Gather your carts, because the first to check out with all the items on the list wins a year's worth of free groceries. The announcement caused a stir among the shoppers. Families gathered around the entrance, where a large banner read, "The Supermarket Race. Who will finish first?" Among the excited participants were three friends: Leo, a quick-thinking boy with a love for adventure; Mia, a clever girl who always had a plan; and Sam, who was small but fast on his feet. They had come to City Mart just to pick up a few things, but now they were caught up in the thrill of the race. Each participant was given a shopping list with 10 items: a loaf of bread, a bunch of bananas, a box of cereal, a bottle of milk, a jar of pickles, a bag of rice, a pack of eggs, a bar of chocolate, a can of soup, and a carton of orange juice. The loudspeaker boomed again. On your marks, get set, go! Leo, Mia, and Sam dashed into the store, carts in hand, navigating through the crowd. The supermarket was a maze of aisles filled with shoppers, each determined to find their items as quickly as possible. Leo headed straight for the bread aisle, knowing that it was at the back of the store. He grabbed the first loaf he saw, but as he turned the corner, he nearly collided with an older gentleman who was reaching for the same loaf. "Sorry!" Leo shouted as he swerved around him, racing toward the bananas. Mia, on the other hand, had a strategy. She had memorized the layout of the store and knew exactly where each item was located. She quickly grabbed a box of cereal and a bottle of milk from the dairy section, all while keeping an eye out for the other items on her list. Sam, being the smallest, had an advantage when it came to maneuvering through the crowd. He zipped through the aisles, grabbing items left and right. He reached for a jar of pickles, but the shelf was too high. Just then, a friendly store clerk noticed him, struggling, and handed him the jar with a smile. "Thanks," Sam called as he continued on his way. The race was intense. Shoppers bumped into each other, carts clattered, and the sound of laughter and excitement filled the air. Leo was now racing through the snack aisle, looking for the bar of chocolate. He spotted it on a shelf near the checkout and grabbed it just as Mia came up beside him, reaching for the same item. "Got it!" Leo exclaimed, holding up the chocolate. "Not so fast," Mia replied, grabbing the last can of soup from the shelf. They exchanged playful grins before speeding off in opposite directions. Meanwhile, Sam had managed to find almost everything on his list. He only needed the carton of orange juice. He sprinted to the refrigerated section and found the last carton sitting at the back of the shelf. He stretched as far as he could and finally grabbed it. With their carts full, all three friends raced toward the checkout. They weaved through the crowd, narrowly avoiding other shoppers. As they approached the checkout counters, they saw the finish line, a large banner hanging over the checkout area. It was a close race. Leo, Mia, and Sam were neck and neck as they reached the counters. The cashiers were ready, scanning items at lightning speed. Beep, beep, beep. The sound of scanning filled the air as each friend emptied their cart onto the conveyor belt. Come on, Leo muttered as the cashier scanned his last item. Almost there, Mia said, her heart racing. Sam's items were being scanned so quickly that he could hardly keep up. Finally, all three carts were empty and the last item was scanned. Ding! The sound of the final beep signaled the end of the race. The cashiers looked up, waiting for the receipt to print. The tension was palpable as everyone held their breath. Suddenly, the loudspeaker announced, "We have a winner!" Everyone turned to see who had finished first. The crowd parted, revealing a beaming Sam holding up his receipt. "I did it!" he shouted, jumping up and down with excitement. Leo and Mia, though they hadn't won, cheered for their friend. "Way to go, Sam," they said, giving him high fives. The store manager approached with a large golden shopping cart trophy and handed it to Sam. "Congratulations! You've won the great supermarket race and a year's worth of free groceries." Sam's eyes widened in disbelief. I can't believe it, he said, grinning from ear to ear. As the crowd dispersed and the excitement died down, Leo, Mia, and Sam gathered outside the store, their carts full of groceries. That was the most fun I've ever had shopping, Leo said, still catching his breath. Yeah, who knew a trip to the supermarket could be so exciting? Mia added. Sam looked at his friends and smiled. We should definitely do this again next year, he said, holding his trophy proudly. And so, the friends walked home, their hearts full of joy and their minds already thinking about the next adventure they would embark on together. The great supermarket race had not only brought them closer, but it also taught them that sometimes even the most ordinary places could hold the greatest surprises.